Hello, welcome to something a bit different with Freddy. I am on Space Engineers 2. Recently updated with the Planets and Survival expansion, something I've been eagerly awaiting. I've played roughly 700 hours of Space Engineers 1 from its very early access state, where it was in till the game it is now, and have loved it all the way through. Space Engineers 2 is in early access. It is alpha version. I am expecting a lot of things, especially with any alpha game, to change over time. But I must take my hat off to Keen Software, or Keen Software House. What they've currently got released with Space Engineers 2, to me, is astonishing. And astonishingly good. I enjoyed Space Engineers 1. I think Space Engineers 2 is a direct improvement upon the game. A clear evolution. So my plan is to take you through what is survival within Space Engineers. There is some audio to the game now as well. So I have disabled the music, obviously for copyright reasons. But you will get to hear the actual audio from in-game. So I have played a bit of survival and gotten a bit just to see what is about, what is and isn't implemented as of yet, or isn't implemented of the basics yet. I haven't got particularly far, and refiguring out the hotkeys because a few of them have changed from Space Engineers 1. So we're going to start a new game. We are going to start a survival. So it does take a little bit. The game is, as you will see, quite graphically challenging for some systems. Space Engineers itself was just the amount that needed to be loaded was what caused a lot of problems.
10,000 years. Everyone will know.
And this is at speed, currently a bug when you've gone through it once. So I'll skip that for your benefit. So here we are down on the planet. This is the game itself.
Yvonne, I made it, but just barely. How are the colonists?
The cryopods are stable. Thanks for asking how I'm doing, though.
Now that voice will pop up now and again as part of the narrative. As you can see, the world is quite beautiful here. I've got to go across here. Prefabricated structures. Part of the map itself. This is itself is actually the tutorial teaching you how to play the game. I've got an advantage because I've played quite a bit of it myself. Here we can see our first atmospheric ship. These are atmospheric thrusters on it, so they only work inside of an atmosphere. And currently we are inside the planet. So we need to finish welding up the ship. This holographic looking bits are the bits that need to be repaired. But to do that, we need materials. Iron, silicon and nickel. Thankfully, we have a drill. Thankfully, we have this lovely hole over here that somebody has nicely
What do you
made for
see?
us.
I found an unfinished atmospheric ship. I'm heading into what looks like an old mine. Maybe I can find some ores to repair it.
And I do have a jetpack. Our jetpack fuel is not yet implemented because, as you can see in the bottom left corner, hydrogen, which is my jetpack fuel, is not going down. I can just sit here and hover all day long, and it's just not going anywhere. I have no doubt that will be fixed in the future. Crouching is quite easy. Just press C again to uncrouch. We have some ore here.
Good news. The drill still works. I've detected multiple ore deposits.
Maybe it can find a better brother while it's at it.
Yvonne, I know you're still angry, but I'm gonna make this right.
Just don't forget about me up here.
Now the ores are quite graphic in Space Engineers for those that haven't played before. Iron looking like iron oxide over there, or raw iron. Silicon above, looking a little gravelly. And nickel here. You see in the top left corner how much kilograms of each we're going to need to repair the ship, or that's what it's telling us. So, main thing for us to do is drill. And unlike Space Engineers 1, for those that have played it, and for those that haven't, Space Engineers 1, when you drilled, you had to hold down the F key to collect the ores. Space Engineers 2, you don't. Just drill. I apologise if that's loud. I have actually got it turned down again quite a bit. Oh, there's some nickel. We'll head down here. Grab the bulk, which is going to be iron. 950 kilograms. Played Space Engineers before, you know, you could never, ever have too much iron. It's just never possible. And for the last one, silicon, I only need 80 kilograms, which is not a lot. But we can't jump up there. So, there is a route up, round. But why not just use our jetpack and just get up here. There we go, silicon in front of us. Get what we can, there we go. So we can head down this pathway now. Drops us back down here. Goes down. Drop down here. I don't think there was anything down here that was great interest. No. So I'll head up and get our ship repaired. Or finish building our ship. Start with our welder tool, number 2. Something new for Space Engineers 2, you can actually build with raw materials. There we go. She is built. Awesome. Now, so we need to go explore the nearby outpost. So we get to fly.
So, what's the plan?
I'll look for a way to reach orbit and gather the materials and components to repair the Calypso.
Then move fast. I've been stuck on this ship for 10,000 years. I don't want to spend another second on it.
Now press P to lock. Normally you wouldn't use P for those that have played Space Engineers before. Space Engineers 2, yes you do. You use P. Because it works properly. It doesn't just turn everything off. That is now Y. You can see the speed in the bottom left corner, going quite fast. Top speed for this one is miles per hour, whereas Space Engineers 1 was meters per second. You can change that in the settings for those that have played Space Engineers 1 before. You can change it back to meters per second. I quite like the miles per hour. Here we go. Coming in for a nice gentle landing. So he says. Turn that off there. Okay, so we got stuff to do. fix the conveyor line. Okay, and this is where things change. As you can see, we've got the holographic sections to build. Some here, some there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. You may have noticed out here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big ones, so we can actually cut these down. They're going to give us the components, not the raw materials. So, in we shall go. Got out our welding tool again. As you notice here, it's saying raw materials. But if I press R, it changes to components. Look at that. To do this, I could have gone down.
Status update?
I just finished fixing something, and I've got a new location to check out.
This is turning into a wild goose chase.
I know, but I feel like I'm being guided.
Let's hope your mysterious guide knows how to find the parts to fix the Calypso.
Little testing station there for a hydrogen thruster. Now I could have gone down and gone mining and picked up all the relevant bits that I needed. That was just another way to do it. It's always worth going on a little explore, seeing what you can find. There's nothing there, but we have dropped a bit of power. Survival kit. Power back up. Nice and easy. I like to explore all lockers, chests. You never know what you're going to pick up, like suit batteries, med kits. Can always be sneaky little things hiding in places. It's always worth having a bit of an explore, in my opinion. I'll take this ship, and we've got to go 7 kilometers up that way. Yipsy. So, we're going up. Now what I tend to do for flying in atmospheres like this is I leave dampeners off, which is key Z in the centre of the screen. When I get to orbit, which you will possibly see in this video, depending how quickly I get through this next section, I turn dampeners off because there's no gravity to worry about. Trouble with letting go of the throttle in atmospheres is your vehicle will always try and stop itself. Now if you're a fairly good pilot, you can fly in atmospheres with dampers off. I just like to be a bit safer. Same as I approach an area and slow down. Yeah, warning that came up there.
Yes! I found a hydrogen-powered ship, meaning it's space-capable.
Finally! This is going to massively increase your ability to search for what we need and get me out of here.
That's the spirit, Yvonne.
I've lost track of what I was saying there. So this ship needs some building. As we can see, a few holographic parts that need to be finished off. Oh look, chests. Let's see what we can find. Nothing exciting in those. Another atmospheric ship there. More chests here. Not all of them will have something, but some of them can. So it's always handy to, I feel, explore. So I've not found these exact coordinates to come back to in the other one yet, so I'm trying to make do with what I've got. Gearforge. Right, upgrade our tools now. We need some lead for that, which I didn't get in the other one, which I'm sure there is lead. Wait for the suit lights to come on. There we go. Didn't get in the other playthrough. I didn't find any lead up in orbit. So I think there's some lead in this cave we're about to go to next. So I'm going to try and pick some up whilst I'm there. I'm sure there was something in here somewhere that was worthwhile picking up at the time. Can I remember where it was? No, of course not. That would be far too simple. That's just a control C. Right. So right back down. Easiest way to figure out if you don't know what you need for building something. Pull out your tool. We're going to go to raw mode. So we need iron, nickel and silicon. Because that's going to take it out of our backpack, freeing up our backpack. Lots of valuable space. Good thing they can use for mining. So there we go. My backpack capacity is now down to 8% from 40 odd. So that's handy. So we need cobalt, iron, silicon, nickel is what we need. So the mining camp's up there, that's where we need to go. Pinch this little chip. Oh, she's nippy. Off we'll go to this little mining camp up here. I've been up here before, so I know where I'm going. Thankfully the tutorial on this is not everlasting and ever long. I think it's quite a nice little pace at the moment. It's not ridiculous in how long it takes to complete it. Switch it off, save the power, because atmospheric thrusters work off battery power. So turning them off whilst you're grounded is a good idea. Let's have a look in here. Was it in here where I found something? Could be. Could not be. Right, here we go. Alright, pull our drill out, we can see what's around. So we got iron, cobalt, ice, iron, silicon, copper. Oh, there's not any lead. Oh well. Right, so we've got a bit of a gap here. We could crouch to get through it, but why not? This time we'll make a hole. Instead of extracting this, which I can right click and remove this just stone. We don't want just stone. Now we have a hole. It's not added to our inventory at all, which is awesome. Yep. 360. Press tab, we hover our cobalt. Yep, we see that 360 also relates to 360 kilograms. So we needed silicon, iron. May as well get a bit of nickel as well, I think, whilst we're here. Yes. We've not got a lot. We'll get some silicon. do for silicon, I think, for now. Lots of iron. That'll do for iron, and we'll grab a bit of nickel as well. There is the nickel. There we go. So what my plan actually is for here. Actually, find the right slot. I don't want to take the power module. Ah yes, that's how I did it before. Jump up here, open the survival kit. We're actually going to drop all these materials and transport them inside the vessel, because I want to get some copper as well. Oh, excuse me. No, of course it's not that way, it's through the... through here. Lights will come on, yep. And copper, it says, is down that way. Just not down that way, so we're just going to go on a bit of an explore. Nope. Not that way. So the copper is down here, so let's have a look. $6 meters, copper 20 meters. It's okay. So we crouch. Excavate. Yeah. Is that just... yeah, that's just slow. It's not a bad way to mine. There we go, that's what copper looks like. Let's get some more iron as well. As any good space engineer will tell you, there is no such thing as too much iron. It's not possible. If you're watching this video, Space Engineers one with me. I'm taught him how to play. He went, oh yeah, I've mined this much iron, refined it all, yeah, we'll be good for a while. 5 minutes, I'd used it all up. It was just, huh? Yep, we will go through that much iron on a daily basis. Because it's iron. One of the most heavily used resources. Can never have too much iron. Not possible. I mean, look at the size of these veins. Lots of iron. What my plan for this video series is going to be just to guys through how I play Space Engineers. I am not the best shipbuilder. I am not the best guide for a guide. But I will show you some tips that I learned, pick up along the way, and give you the best understanding of how to survive as an engineer. There we go. 92%. One quick way to get rid of all those ore markers is just put your drill away. Makes it easier for maneuvering. We're going to keep that lot. We're going to head back down. We're going to finish building this ship. So, why turn the engines on? P to release the locking brake. Turn around. We'll head back down. Very short flight, and as we're going down with a bit of a gravity assist, speed will come up quite nicely. Also, the engine's having to work a little bit more because we're carrying weight. Weight is a thing in this game. You can see our weight there in the bottom right. We are 12,923 kilograms. The G is gravity, 0.96 Gs. 1 G is equivalent to Earth gravity, which is pretty much the planet we're on. A is artificial gravity. And the Grasshopper is just the name of the ship. So, pull out our tool again. There we go. Is that done on iron? That's done on iron. That's done on iron. Right. It's not fully done. So we'll keep some iron on us. I'm going to put this copper away because we don't need the copper. Apparently didn't park particularly well. So I'll cheat, use jetpack. It's not really cheating if we can't get up there. So I'll put the copper away. Ooh, apparently right click drops it. That I was unaware of. Where'd my iron go? Apparently we've just destroyed that iron. Okay. Don't right click, I thought right click separated it, so we'll use the iron we've got. I think it's nickel we need as well. So, one thruster done. 2 thrusters done. So all the thrusters done. We need some silicon. That's nickel done as well. Just hover there. Get rid of the cobalt, get rid of the nickel. Just silicon we need. Fact, I've just remembered something. We're going to pull all this out, fill up our inventory. We're going to use this ship's cargo container. So there we go. That's that.
The ship's ready. There's a hydrogen generator on board, but we're missing ice. I'm heading to the mountains to collect some.
So I'm going to drop off the iron, the silicon. Put our water away. This ship is now ready for us. But we are missing ice. Ice is going to work the O2H2 generator to create hydrogen for us to fly and break atmosphere. There is an ice cave up here. The reason I've emptied the inventory of this ship is because I'm going to fill it up with a load of ice. It says we need around 2,000 kilograms. I'm going for more. One thing you do need to be wary of with this game is crashing. You can crash quite easily if you're not watching it. So here we go, load of ice here. Play Space Engineers 1 will know ice is the ultimate of ultimate resources. Always needed ice. Didn't matter what you were doing, where you were going, ice was essential. Ice gave you oxygen, ice gave you hydrogen. Hydrogen for fuel, your jetpack, oxygen for you to be able to breathe and not die. So there's 2,000 kilograms. The plan is to... there's 2 full backpacks. The first one we're going to store in the vessel. The second one we're going to carry on us. So there's one. Use our jetpack. A bit of quick escape.
Yvonne, there's something familiar about this landscape.
What do you mean?
Scots pine, oak, daisies, earth species. The trees alone are centuries of years old, spreading over vast regions.
But the first ships from the Bering Project could have only arrived 10 years ago. There's no way this could have developed naturally.
Agreed, but the mystery will have to wait. Repairing the Calypso comes first.
I quite like the addition of the voice and adding a bit more flavour to the game. Space Engineers 1, the tutorial was pretty much an afterthought, to be fair. Getting the game out there was far more important at the time. And the tutorial was well behind. I think, given how, especially this is my second playthrough of this tutorial, I think they've done a much better job on the tutorial this time round. I think it does explain some more things, not everything, unfortunately. There are still some things that my experience from Space Engineers 1 has taught me over this tutorial, like how to actually build and put things on the hotbar. So still a few little tweaks I think could be done. Maybe for just putting the blueprints maybe on the first ship. Just right, this is how you do it, and then have them pre-built on the second one and the third one. But definitely it is a massive improvement in my opinion on Space Engineers 1. Just the sky alone, the landscape. Right, so we have a lot of ice. The ice goes straight into this cargo container. Jump in the cockpit a sec. No. So it needs to be power on. It's working its way through the ice. Right, okay. The reason it's working its way through the ice is to build up hydrogen in the hydrogen tank. If I go to control panel here, go to the hydrogen tank, AC is filling up. So by the time we get back from this little mission, which is say, go locate this shipwreck. That will be done, and we'll be ready to head to orbit, which is the next stage. Spoiler! But hey, we're getting on. Given the time, I may make you wait for episode 2 to head into orbit, because there is a few things to do up there. So we'll get this shipwreck done.
Have you left already?
I'm sorry, no, not yet. I spotted a larger shipwreck over the ridge. I'm going to check it out.
What do you hope to find?
Something, anything that can help us.
This sounds like a waste of time, Miro.
I rolled this the last time I did it, so hopefully I'm not going to repeat that mistake. That looks like a quite nice flat area here to land on. Stay. Stay. I've got the advantage, having gone through this already, I know the best way to get through. Just down this way. In here. Pull out our grinder. Get rid of debris in our path. Can also grind through doors. Come on, lights. There we go. Assemblers. In this spot. Components. Always good. That's now out of the way. I have to enter the control seat. Alright.
I've just downloaded a waypoint, Valation Station, belonging to the Colonization Authority.
Who or what is that?
Apparently, it's an orbital station built to support colonization in the Almagest system. The logs mention contracts and rewards.
Finally! This can get me out of here. Get up there and see what's on offer.
Alright, so back over to the weather station. And our hydrogen vessel should be done refueling by that point. And we'll finally be able to break atmosphere. So we didn't grab any extra items. Let's have a look. Go to control panel. Tank. And we're 78% full. That is plenty. I broke atmosphere last time on 20%. So, no, we definitely got enough. Right. In the next episode, we shall break orbit and get up to Get up to that station. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. Right, I shall see you in the next one. Till then, take it easy.